Lady here. Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and welcome back to our tribe. Okay, guys, this vlog is not intended for children whatsoever, and it does include a story with children in it. So if your children are nearby, take them out of the room. You guys, this is a work story, and this actually just happened today. So if you want to pause the vlog, get a drink, a snack, or whatever, and get ready for this crazy work story that actually happened today, let's get on it. So you guys, I just got home from work. I literally ran in the door, changed my shirt, fixed my hair, cleaned my glasses, and I'm trying to get this done before lunch break is over on the JD trial. If any of you are watching the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, guys, little backstory, especially for all the new viewers. I work at LA Fitness. I work the front desk. I answer phones. I make phone calls, and I work in the kids club. So today, between about 8:20 and 8:40, I got two small toddlers under the age of 2. Sweetest little boys. They are regulars, no problem. Around 8:45, I then received 2 brothers. Now these little boys, they're not regulars. I do see them from time to time. The oldest looks to be about 6, and the youngest one is either 4 or 5. I'm not sure of their ages. Anyway, the oldest one tends to be a problem. Every time they come, he does not listen, he doesn't mind, and I hope the best for today, and everything just went horrible. Okay, so the first thing that the older brother did, I'm not going to use any names, just going to be called older brother, younger brother. The older brother began to climb the outside. There's like a blockade or a fencing. It kind of looks like a mesh wall. And then in the back, there literally is bars that protect the playland. And he tried to climb over the bars, down in between the divider and the playland. It's just junk in there. They store stuff in there. It's not meant to be played in. And he kept saying, hey, come with me, come with me. And I said, what do you want? He goes, I'm going to climb over that bar or over that wall or over those bars. And I said, what are you talking about? And he goes, I'm going to climb it. So I just kind of sat back and watched. And I could see him climbing to the top of the bars, about to go over in between the barrier and the playland. There's nothing to play with in there. And so I go around. I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm going to climb over that. I'm going to climb inside there. And I was like, no, you're not. That's not meant to be played in. That's why there are bars there. I said, that's why there's a barrier all the way around, because there's nothing to play with in there. It's very unsafe. And he goes, yeah, I'm going to climb in there. And I said, no, you're not. That's not a place to play. It's very unsafe. You cannot climb that. Do not climb it. And again, he says, I'm going to climb it. And I'm going to go inside there. And I said, if you go in there and you climb inside there, you will never come back here and play again. And after that, he was quiet for a little while. And him and his little brother played in the playland like you're supposed to, chasing each other and playing. Well, while they were doing that, I grabbed a stack of these. I want to say there's 6 by 6 rubber mats. They're really thick and they are different colors. They have exercises printed on them for little kids. And it shows a little kid doing jumping jacks, a little kid doing squats, each kid's doing something different, and they're all different colors to teach them how to read, teach them different colors, and teach them different exercises. They're very thick, and they're, like I said, they're about 6 by 6 in size, and they're heavy. I mean, they're over a pound each. I get them out, and I kind of spread them around on the floor because the toddlers, the smaller children, absolutely love to play with them. They drag them around, they stack them up, they make them in a row, they drive the cars over them. They love to play with them. So I got them out and I stacked them around. Well, a few minutes later, the two brothers come out of the playland and the oldest brother picks one up. And the first thing he did was chunk it at his younger brother. It smacked him. And I'm like, I know that kind of hurt. Those things are heavy. They're not meant to be thrown around. They're meant to go on the floor. And the child stands next to it and does exercises. They're very sturdy though. And so I watch, he picks up another one and throws it at him. Direct hit, right in the corner of the eye. He grabs his eye and he runs over and gets inside the playland and hides for a minute. I'm like, this is going to get ugly. This is going to get ugly. So he comes back out and his brother is just pelting him one after the other. There are a ton of these rubber mats. I want to say close to 20 of them. And he's just flogging him with these rubber mats and it hurts. And he's starting to cry and scream. So I said, please don't throw those rubber mats. They're not meant to be thrown. Don't throw them at your brother. Don't do it again. So he grabs up a whole stack and he gets one and he runs after his brother. I'm not kidding you. Chases him into the playland and begins flogging him in the corner, torturing him with these rubber mats. And his brother starts screaming, I don't want it, I don't want it, stop it, and he's screaming. So I know his brother's gonna run out of them and they come out. And I told him again, you do not throw those at anybody, do not throw them at your brother. So he picks them up and instead of throwing them at him, he runs over and just begins to whack and pelt his brother directly with the rubber mats. And I'm telling you, the oldest brother, he found great pleasure in doing this. It was awful. The little kid's crying and screaming. And once again, I told him, I told you already, do not hit your brother with the mats. Don't hit him. Don't throw. Don't hit. Don't do it. And he continued to throw the mats at his brother, and his brother is screaming, stop it, I don't want it. Please stop, I don't want it anymore. Stop, stop. And I told him, do not throw the mats. I'm not telling you again. And he just kept doing it. So now I called my boss and I'm like, look, you need to call so-and-so and so-and-so's mother. The oldest one is not minding and he's hitting and torturing his brother with these rubber mats. I've asked him to stop. He won't stop. I said, and then after he was throwing them, he was just, smacking him with them. He's hurting him. And I told my boss, he chased him into the playland and is just pelting him with these things, hurting him. And my boss is like, okay, let me get off here. Let me call her. So literally, as soon as she steps in to the kids club, along with another parent, which is in my favor, he lifts one up and goes at his brother. And I said, do not throw that. And his mother says, you don't yell at my kid. That's not how you talk to my kid. That would have never, ever happened at the other playland. Nothing like that happens at the other playland. Or kids club. That would have never happened at the other kids club. Blah, blah, blah. You don't talk to my kid that way. And I told her, ma'am, he was physically hurting your younger child and he would not stop. I don't care. You don't talk to my kids that way. Nobody ever talks to my kids that way. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, I could have just let him continue to physically hurt his brother with those rubber mats. They hurt. They're going to leave bruises on him tomorrow, I guarantee you. So she grabs up her kids and she just politely says, we don't We don't throw things. That's not polite. Well, you know what? I tried that with that little boy. I told him 2 or 3 times, we don't throw them. And he wouldn't listen, and his brother was getting hurt. So then she goes up to the operations manager and tells him that I was disrespectful to her children. That's not how you treat children. Apparently she's a school nurse, and that's not how you talk to children. Well, she wasn't there the 5 or 6 other times I tried to get her son to stop hurting his brother. And apparently, from what I understand, my boss said as soon as they left the kids club and went out to the lobby, they just went ape crap, lost their crap, became unhinged out in the lobby, and were horrible. He says, I don't blame you for what you did. He goes, next time, don't tell them anything. Don't yell at them. Just call me. Whatever happened is going to happen, because we're no longer going to yell at anyone's kids for any reason. I'm like, okay. I said, he never minds, so they may only be there 5 or 10 minutes before you get a call. He said, yes, that's fine. He goes, I explained to her, you will be getting a call from now on. Every time your son does not mind, does not listen, or misbehaves, you will be getting a call. And he told her, let this serve as a warning. You guys, I can't even begin to explain how frustrating that was, because I told that little boy 3 or 4 times, do not hit your brother with the rubber mats, do not throw them. And he would not listen. And not once during any of that time did I touch either of those children. I never came near them. With children who do not behave and do not mind, I do not go near them. I don't touch them. I watch them from afar and just let them do their thing. And then their parents are called. I don't touch them. Toddlers, babies and children under the age of 2 or 2 years old, I do interact with them. I hold them. I rock them to sleep. I let them take naps. But the younger children are always so well behaved. And so after that, I talked to my boss, and he's just like, hey, no sweat. He said, I saw how they behaved. They were awful. They came unglued, unhinged in the lobby, and they just had to drag them out of there, screaming and hollering. And so, you guys, it was one of those days at work where, whoo, I'm glad to be home, and I'm about to fix myself some lunch. You guys, I have a ton of good stories and crazy stories for you from my work. A lot of good ones where other people share their stories and why they are now coming to the gym on a daily basis. So I want to thank all of you guys. Thank all of my regular subscribers for stopping by. Welcome all to any and all new subs as well. And welcome to all of you who are just joining us. Yes, guys, while I was sick, I lost 2 viewers. Oh, well, hey, they're lost. I want to welcome everyone to the tribe, guys. I love you all so much, and I'll be vlogging you later.